Hey folks, welcome back to Integrative Psychonautics. Hope you're doing well out there. So today's video is just kind of a quick pop on the camera and ramble at the screen moment here with you guys based on a bullet point of one of the brainstorming sessions I had around video topics. So this is really off the cuff here, and we can kind of just file this under the, I don't know who needs to hear it, but here the message is for whoever you are out there. I wanted to just remind you that there are certain lessons in life that sometimes we just have to go through over and over and over and over until we internalize them, right? Now, this is for me one of these truths that I don't like to say, I don't like to talk about. It's not a joyful thing to realize that sometimes we're just stuck looping on the same issue over and over and over. But it's pretty self-evidently true that a lot of us will go through this with more than one thing in our life, for however long we need to go through it. I kind of think of this lesson or this truism as part of what we might classify as a whole category of insights in the personal development world, which I would call the dark side of personal development. And I'll do a video on that at some point. And what I mean by dark side here isn't necessarily, shadow aspects or evil aspects or, harmful aspects, more like tough lessons that are empowering, that do help you develop yourself personally and grow and heal, but they're not pretty, they're not sweet, they're not easy. They're a little more rough, challenging, brutal, to the point, direct, that kind of a thing, right? And it's just really true that, on occasion I'm working with a client or talking with someone, and they're just frustrated that they're dealing with the same thing over and over, and they're struggling, and why don't I get this, and what's my problem, and how come I keep doing this over and over? I've certainly been there. I can say that comfortably and confidently. I've certainly been there with a lot of different issues in my life over the decades. Okay. And so you're certainly not alone with that. And what I would say to you is you internalize certain lessons at the rate you do. We could get into the why of that, and are there ways to speed that up? And I think there probably are, yes. And I think there are probably reasons why we don't absorb certain lessons. But sometimes you can know all about that stuff. You can know why the issue's there. You can know what's driving it. You can kind of know, what you need to do or how to change it. And still, it doesn't really stop you from fully internalizing the learning to the point where you go, okay, I'm clear, enough, time for something new, right? And it's really that point that we need to get to with each piece of growth and each piece of change in our lives, and that could be something that is just slow coming for whatever reason. That could be something that we're just struggling to finally arrive at because we're kind of attached to an idea or an emotion or an outdated, experience for ourselves. There are a lot of reasons why we can end up not internalizing something. But the message I guess I want to give to you here is just to encourage you to be patient and be kind with yourself. And if you're getting frustrated because you're kind of bumping in the same problem over and over and over, I would encourage you to kind of have a combination of being patient and kind to yourself, but also kind of embracing that, and wanting that to happen and seeing that as a good sign so that you build up enough, perhaps frustration, disappointment, intolerance, annoyance, whatever, discomfort with the pattern that you're repeating, that you go, okay, wait, stop. I can't do this anymore. And it's really sometimes, unfortunately, that's the place we need to get to before we're actually really ready to change whatever the pattern is. And this could be behavioral. This could be, relational. This could be a way that you run your relationships. This could be conceptual. This could be a way of seeing things around you, seeing yourself. This could be an emotional pattern you have of reacting to certain things in certain ways. This could be, pattern at any different level of your being in your life. So I just want to remind you of that, it's okay if you haven't kind of been comfortable or willing or ready to graduate past a certain behavior that you don't like or experience in your life that you're not pleased with about yourself. It's okay to be there, and it's okay to struggle with that, and it's okay if it hasn't internalized completely That's just part of growth, I think, sometimes. Certain aspects of us can be really stubborn, and it can just take a while to like really, really, sometimes we kind of have to like sample different experiences and be like, really, does it need to be like this? Really, do I have to change? We kind of go back and forth between, maybe how we want it to be, and then being disappointed by that, and then trying this other way. And you kind of go back and forth a bunch. And sometimes we just need to get more data and sample that enough times before you go, okay, I'm clear. I get it. And so wherever you're at in that process, I would just encourage you to be patient with yourself and be kind with yourself. So that's a message for today, for whoever this is for whatever it's worth. I know this is a very basic message. I know this is not necessarily an optimistic, comforting, even like hopeful message, but I do think there's a certain empowerment in coming to peace and acceptance that sometimes this is just how it is, that we just have to kind of bang our head against the wall enough times before we go to look for the door, right? So anyways, much love to you. Thank you for watching. I wish you all the best, and I'll see you guys soon.